Hello everybody, welcome back to another Expeditions Guide. Today we're taking a look at The Sky is a Harsh Mistress. This is an expedition in the Sedona Region. For this expedition we're going to be using the Lodestar and the Scout 800, both of which I have anchors, and I do have a set of jack screws on the Lodestar in case we need them. So let me just show you what we're going to be doing here real quick. We're going to be following this path, and right over here we're going to be dropping off the Scout 800, and then continuing along this way across the river. We need to grab one rocket part, two rocket parts, three rocket parts, and then a fourth one right down here. So this is the route we're going to be using. After which we're going to swap to the Scout 800 and make our way up here. So that being said, let's begin. So we are departing from what is labeled as the southeastern outpost, and we're going to go ahead and make our way down into the salt flats here. And we're just going to go ahead and zip right across the salt flats here. Nothing too crazy going on here. Alright, once we get to the end of the salt flats here, we're going to make our way up that little climb up ahead here. And just make your way up here. Actually going to power on the Scout here just a little bit. Get it up and over those rocks. A bit of low pressure. And then we're going to grab the Scout. So with the Scout 800 in tow, we're just going to continue along through here. And we're going to make our way down to the water here. Just going to go right through the water. And then we're going to continue on just a little bit here, and then we're going to go through a little bit of more of water. Jump across that last little puddle there. Go across these rocks, and we're going to head down the right side here. And from here, we're going to zip across these little rock cliffs. And this is nice and flat and open here. There's a couple little rock ledges that we're going to have to navigate over, but for the most part, it's not too bad here. And once we get to the top here, we're going to head to the left through this rock pass. And I should note, there is an avalanche in this area, so if you haven't cleared that out yet, that'll be 75 spare parts to clear this out so you can use this path. But anyway, we're going to pull the Scout 800 right over these rocks here. And right here, we're going to shut it off and disconnect it, and we'll be coming back to that a little bit later. So for now, we're just going to continue through the path here. And right over here is going to be a ramp down that we'll be able to use. We're going to head on down and into the mud. And we're just going to follow this mud path for a little bit here. And then right over here we can hop out, head over to these trees. and down a path to the left here. And we're going to follow this all the way down to the river here. And once we get down to the river, this is where the hard part is. Getting across this river is not super enjoyable, but I'll show you a good way to get through here. So, first thing we're going to do is go right down into the water and make our way onto this little island here. So we're going to cross up onto this and then make our way onto this second island. And then from here we're going to position ourselves and head on over to this bigger island here. Use that tree branch. And then from here we're going to cross across by these rocks. So we're going to stay all the way to the left side of these rocks here and grab the tree branch, and that is going to pull us up and over. And across this difficult current here. Once we get across, we're going to go around the tree branch and then make our way up these rocks here. And then around the corner here. And then we're going to head back down to the river. And right over here, you can see there's a shallow spot with some rocks in the water. This is where we want to use to get over to this next little small island. And then from here, we can go right across here. Use this rock to give us a little bit of elevation change. Cross right over here, and then I'm going to put down an anchor right there, and that is going to pull us the rest of the way up across the river. Just like that. From here, we're going to follow this path up and away from the river. Right through here, and we're going to go all the way to the right side here. And then from here, we've got one more little climb to do. So this one we're going to go right up the middle here. And then we're going to climb up and over and back down. Alright, once we get to the sandy area, we're going to head to the left here. Right through all these rock formations here. Head over to the left here, and right here is going to be our first rocket part. So go ahead and grab that. Alright, with the first rocket part in our inventory, it's time to make our way over to the second, third, and then our fourth rocket part. So from here, we're just going to go right across the dunes. And right over here, we've got some jagged rocks to climb over here. Get right over those. Over there. Go ahead and patch that up. And then we're going to head around the cliff here to the right side. And then from here we're going to make our way through probably my favorite set of terrain on this map. There's a lot of bounces and jumps and things like that. It's super fun to drive over all this. But you do have to be careful, because you get to bouncing too bad, you can flip your truck over or put some excessive damage on it or something. But it is super fun to drive over. But from here, we're going to take a nice wide arcing turn. I'm actually going to preemptively pressure down here, because this is kind of a steep climb. And what we want to do is go right around this ledge here. There we go. Go around the ledge. And then from here we can climb up. Got one more little climb to do here. It's taking all kinds of damage there. That's alright. Alright, come on. There we go. Alright, once we get to the top, we're going to head around here. And we're going to go around this big plateau. So we're going to go right on the edge here. Right here, we're going to climb on up and grab rocket part number 2. Alright, with rocket part number 2 in our inventory, we're going to make our way over to rocket part number 3. And to get there, we're going to get off of this plateau. So we're going to use the route we used to get over here to make our way down. I'm going to head around to the left here. And from here, we're going to make our way down off of the plateau. And then right here, we're going to make a right-hand turn and climb down to the level below the plateau. And head on over to the right. Climb right on over these rocks here. And then we're going to do a little bit of zigging and zagging here because we got to get up onto these rocks here. And right over here is going to be rocket part number 3. Go ahead and grab that, and now it is time to make our way to the final rocket part. So just a little point of reference of where we're at. We're right here. So we got to do a little bit of spiraling down in order to get to that 4th rocket part. So that is where we are headed now. So we're just going to clamber over all these rocks here. We're going to head around to the right here. And then over to the left as we start our spiral downwards. So from here, we're just going to follow the edge of this plateau. All the way down. And around the corner. I'm going to take it nice and easy here. Climb up here. Yep, I am out of fuel, so let's go ahead and top the fuel tank up. And continue on our way. So we're going to go right up onto this left ledge here, which is going to give us our best angle down through this gap here. We want to take it nice and easy. There's a bunch of jagged rocks through here, so you want to make sure you just, keeping your truck as planted as you can. Just kind of slowly roll down. Give it a little bit of gas here and there. Just kind of roll over these rocks here. Nice and easy all the way down. And then we're going to head to the left. So from here, we're going to climb down right by this rock here. You want to get yourself pointed nice and straight. Right down the rock. And then we're going to use this tree to lower ourselves down. Now I'm going to use the jack screw because that didn't quite go according to plan, but that is okay. You can just lower yourself there. I was a little too close to that rock pillar. So if you're a little bit more to the left there, it's not going to clip the right side on the rock as you're making your way down. But from here, let me talk about that route real quick. So that was a route I found through experimenting to save some time on this mission. What you can do alternatively, since we're right here, is you can go into the cave and use this exit by the Mars base, and then just go right across through here, and that will get you at the same spot. But if you want to, you can use that route I just did there. Save you a little bit of time. But yeah, alternatively, you can go into the cave, over to the Mars base, and then just cut across the plateau and rejoin where we're at right now. That is like an alternate route. So just thought I'd point that out to you guys if you feel like, that route was a little too sketchy looking. Trust me, I know it does look kind of sketchy, but I try to find routes that are quick, efficient. But yeah, like I said, you can go through the cave and head over to Mars base and get to this area just as easily. It just may take you a little bit longer to do so. So we're going to climb over these jagged rocks here. And climb over some more rocks here. Low pressure, climb up the rock. Or not. Alright, so we're going to put it on anchor. No, we're going to just roll backwards, I guess. That works too. Alright, there we go. Give us a better angle. Alright, go ahead and pressure those tires back up. And continue on our way. Alright, from here, we need to make our way down. So we're going to use this right here. And we're going to come down to the left side here and roll down to the right. And then we're going to head straight on down towards the water. But we don't need to go into the water here. We're just using that because it's just a straighter exit. You can get off there a lot smoother. So from here, we're just going to follow the tree line all the way down, and here you're going to find rocket part number 4. Go right over here and grab rocket part number 4. Alright, the next step is examine the flight data recorder crash site, which is right over here. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the Scout 800. which we conveniently parked right here. And all we're going to do here is just climb right on up to the top of this plateau. And we're just going to come around the corner to the right here. And now we do some scanning. What a strange pattern, almost as if something extraterrestrial landed here. Note the symmetry of these marks. So that is that. That is going to complete The Sky is a Harsh Mistress, and this expedition is a Harsh Mistress as well. So this unlocks the fine-tuned gearbox for the Albatross, and rewards you with a nice $53,000. So hope you guys enjoyed this guide. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!